Hi guys, I'm back. I wanted to share that I just got accepted into the nursing program at my school. I'm super excited about this because I applied last year and I didn't get in. And I applied again for the fall and I got in, so I'm really excited and I'm nervous, I'm anxious, I'm all of those things. But since I applied before and didn't get in and got in this time, I wanted to make a video sharing my tips. Keyword is my tips on applying to a nursing program. My school is a community college and has a RN program, which is 4 semesters. So I'm not going to try and make this video super long, but I do want to share my tips because it's been a long road for me trying to get into a nursing program, especially with my history, which I may make another video on that, but I just want to share my tips. So my first tip would be to make sure that you apply to more than one program. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because that's what I did last year, and I just applied to one school and one program and I got selected as an alternate, and I didn't get the call saying that, I was accepted, so I had no other options. I had to wait until the next application period for, the next time to apply. But I spoke with the director of nursing at my school, and she said that, you should apply for the LVN program as well. And I was like, really? And she said, yes, because that way, if you don't get in the RN program, you'll at least know you'll get in the LVN program. And the LVN program is 1 year. And once you finish that year, you can transition to the RN program, which the transition is a year. So it would be the same amount of time, if you did get accepted into the RN program. So that way you'll have two options. At least you'll get into the LVN program, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I would say don't put all your eggs in one basket, because if you don't get in at one program, that one program that you applied to, then you're gonna have to wait. And these programs are very competitive, so you're gonna wanna have a backup plan. My next tip would be to make sure that the program is accredited and to make sure that they have a decent pass rate. When I first moved to here, I was trying to find a program and I found one, and I went and spoke with the advisor, and she was like, oh yeah, well, everything's good, and then she was like, the program is going to be $30,000. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, I personally don't want to spend $30,000 on a RN ADN program. So yeah, make sure that it's accredited and they're not trying to scam you. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. You can go on the Board of Nursing website and find the school that you want to apply to, and it will show you the pass rate. The school that I'm at now is a community college, like I said. So there's another nearby community college, but they are on probation. They can't accept any new students because of their pass rate. So all of those people that were trying to apply to that school came to my school. So there were a lot of people trying to get into my program this time versus last time. And it was pretty tough. So I would definitely say make sure that it is an accredited program and that they have a decent pass rate, because you don't want to get accepted and you're the only one graduating. But yeah, the next tip would be to find out all the requirements for that program. Like, go on the website, go to see if they have information sessions, go speak with the advisors. I would really say find out all the information that you can about that particular program, because it's very helpful when you know what to expect and what the program entails. The next tip would be to study for your entrance exams yesterday. Like, start studying. If you have to take an entrance exam, I would suggest that you start studying ASAP. because in my school the entrance exam is the HESI, and the HESI is not a difficult test, but if you've never taken it before, it can be a little tricky, and we had to make at least a 75% on each topic in order to even apply. So start studying ahead of time. And I know at some schools, especially for my school, if me and another applicant have the exact same grades in the prereqs, then they will use our HESI scores to determine which one would get in. So if you study and make a great score on your entrance exams, then that could be the, thing that gets you into the program versus somebody else. And another thing, if you do have to take the HESI as your entrance exam, I would suggest getting this app. It's called Pocket Prep app, and it helped me tremendously. I have another video on the HESI if you guys can go check it out, but the Pocket Prep app is very, very helpful. It brought my overall score from 83% to a 91%, which is awesome. So check that out if you're taking another tip would be to evaluate yourself to make sure that you are ready to apply to the program. A lot of times, some people, you may have like a C in anatomy and physiology, and these programs are very, very competitive. You're going to be competing with people who have A's in all of their prereqs. So kind of evaluate yourself to see if you may need to retake a course to get your GPA up, or just to make sure that you are in a mental space to, go into a nursing program if you do get in. Another tip would be very, very, very familiar with deadlines. The application deadline, the entrance exam deadlines, everything. I know with the HESI at my school, the entrance exam. It's so hard to say that word. The entrance exam, if you failed one topic by 1 point, then you would have to retake the test. And you can't retake the test until 90 days after you've taken it. So if the deadline for the application period is March 28 and you take the HESI in February and you miss it by 1 point, you can't apply because you have to wait to retake the HESI in 90 days. So no deadlines. Deadlines are very, very, very important. Another tip would be to just apply with confidence. Like, if you make sure you have everything in order, the moment you submit the application, you need to be confident that you got this. This is what you were made to do. You got this. I feel like if you just put that positive energy out there, then you'll feel better about it. And then that positive energy will come back to you and you'll get accepted. Another tip, and this is a very, very good tip. Are you listening? Are you? Okay. So there is a forum called All Nurses, and it is amazing because it's all nurses, and they have a section for pre-nursing students, and I joined this forum the very first time that I applied, and someone had made a forum within the forum for people that were applying to my program. So it was very interesting and helpful to see other people in your situation that's applying or getting ready to apply to your program. You guys can compare, what you're going through. You can see, scores and everything. So that really helped. You can ask questions if you have questions on something. You'll have people there in the same boat as you. Like, how cool is that? Like, we had a forum, and it had over 50 to 60 people that were applying to that program. So everyone was able to, say, hey, I finished my HESI today. These are my scores. Hey, I applied today. This was my final score. I applied to this. And people were able to ask, and then the best part was once the application deadline was over, the waiting game, like having people who are in the same boat as you waiting to hear something, like, it helped so much, because if I was waiting to hear something back from the school, whether I got in or not by myself, I would go crazy. So having people who are waiting too was helpful, because sometimes someone would say, hey, I called the school today and asked, and they said such and such. So it's a really good forum. So I would definitely suggest looking, and if you're applying to a program now, you can go on there and you may even find people that are applying to the exact same program as you right now and you didn't even know. So yes, so good luck if you are applying. These are my tips. I hope that they helped you. If you have any other tips, put them down below in the comment section and help somebody else. It's very, very hard when you are trying to apply to a nursing program because it can be very stressful, but we are all in this together. Whether you didn't get in the first time, or this is your first time applying, or your 60th time applying, like, you got this, you can do this. We're here to help each other. So thanks guys, and have a great day.